Hello, welcome back to another YouTube video. So on this one again, we're going to be doing another Alliance War video. And this time it's against PBT. So an Alliance that's very, very strong, especially this season. They're looking quite good for Masters. Potentially even going for top 3, because the top 3 is now quite open with results from how this war went with different alliances. So in here now, we're just going to come across section 1. I had the choice of using Thing or Warlock, and just decided for ease I was going to use Warlock. I applied these 6-hour boosts. As soon as I did it, I was like, what an idiot. I should have waited until other people at least had some intention of moving. As a battle group, we tend to not join until the morning after the war, so we put ourselves in a position where we need people to move, but we have a few people that are late sleepers and things like that as well. So it's just unfortunate, but we luckily managed to make it all work for me. And we start off with the Sorcerer Supreme. So just remember, in path 1, it's been a little while since I've done this path. They start unblockable. She goes to throw a heavy attack there, which was quite nice. It gave me a nice opening to be able to go in and do some damage. A duped Warlock on high ground can be a good idea, but it can also be a bit of a bad idea, especially with how it goes, because degen on a high ground defender will cause them to gain some charges quicker. You see there, I got like a little bit of screen freezing issue halfway through the fight, which worried me, but I don't think it ever happened again. So you can see here that the high ground charges are starting to really rack up now because of the degen that's on them, because they were trying to heal, and Warlock's infection had obviously stopped that. But 2 special 2s, and we're just waiting there for the final hit, and boom, that's Sorcerer Supreme done. So in the past, people would have just Human Torched them, but most of the times, if not every time I think so far, Alliance has banned Human Torch on attack, so it is what it is. Here we're going to come up against the Strife. This fight I mess up slightly a few times, so I get the reparry there. I can't remember where it is, it's somewhere further along. I feel like I'm waiting for the Masochism timer. So here I throw the special 2. I don't get that much power back compared to what I thought. I think it's around here. So I wait this timer out, thinking, right, okay, the next time I do a parry, after he's thrown the special 1, the Masochism should kick in, but it doesn't. And then, so I just carry on. Because the main thing with Strife, as you remember, was them telekinetic charges. So once they hit 5, after that point, they then have the chance to be able to glance and cloak, but it didn't happen. As you can see from this, it carried on. So it throws a special 1 again. I go to parry there the first time while they were cloaked, and it parried. But then the second time, when I went to parry to be able to throw the special 2, it stuck. It didn't stick, sorry, so then I got smacked in the face, so that was all a bit weird. And it just gives me a perfect opening from that heavy attack attempt to just finish them off. So here now you can see there's 10 hours, 43 minutes left of the war. I'm going to do a little bit of movie magic and cut this and edit it down now. So as you can see there, 4 hours later, our other officer, Anonymous there, manages to move and finish off that mojo on that node. And so we've come up against this Green Goblin. Now at this point, again, just to try and save a bit of time and people's viewing, I've cut out the bit. So at this point I've put on half suicides, which is just the bleed suicide, because all the champions benefit from it that I'm using in this war. And especially because I brought Thing in, because I do have a fight with them. It hits like a noodle, so any sort of damage increase that I can do would be beneficial. So here, as you can see there, Magneto is always going to be regaining health. Power start 1, because the intention for this fight is to just get to a special 3, throw that, win the game, is basically the intention. Here, I decided to do a combo, kind of going against what the officer said, but I was more bothered about trying to keep the high ground off me for as long as I could. And I'm just now starting to charge up Magneto ready. So here I'm just waiting for the sort of the Green Goblin to throw the special 2, and the high ground charges are just racking up here. Luckily it's only on 2, I think it is at the moment, but if it carries on much longer it'll be 3 before I can even do anything about it. So then I'll start taking damage into my block. As you can see there, I'm taking damage now, and I'm just trying to get my prowess up. So here I'm going to throw the special 3 while I'm at 37 prowess. I do have a 12% special attack mutant on, just to do a little bit extra too, because I never really ever used them, or Magneto. And backup recovery there kicks in, as I expected. So I don't dare attack Green Goblin just in case I did end up pushing them to a special 3. I didn't think it would, but there you go, the bleeds. And then the shrapnel bleed at the end ticked them down and won it. So I was expecting the high ground to do more, but I got out of it quite lightly, to be fair, in the end. I did also have Pacifier at 3 out of 3 as the mastery for that fight. So the ability accuracy reduction when Green Goblin was stunned was 100, so that's why the what's it node didn't kick in. The power snack, or whatever node it is, didn't kick in. That's why they never gained power off any of my prowesses or anything, just because I always got them while they were stunned. And then we're going to go into this domino here, which has the block penetration node on it. So I'm going to take a lot of hits into the block, just because that degens some of the power. It also means that it gives me, obviously, that little bit extra power. And every time you parry on this node, you get a disorientate. So I think it's around here somewhere. I do my first parry. I can't remember where I meant to. I think it just happened because I was trying to watch out. So there you go. They've been given a strike penetration now, so they're going to do more damage into my block. I'm waiting for the lucky to run out so I can throw the special 2 to get some damage in, reset the combo meter slightly, and you can see there that obviously I took the recoil damage, and Warlock's hitting like a truck at this point. I waited to see whether she was going to go lucky or not, and she didn't, so I threw the special 2 again, and as you can see there, the job was nice and easy. Most of the fights in this war are pretty quick in terms of the actual way they're done. Magneto here, I think I used like 2 items on the war altogether, just healing up like Warlock or Magneto from basically section 1 into section 2. And then we've got this 4 eggs here, so again, I've got an advanced power. Try and watch my combo slightly, but not too much, and it doesn't really matter that much because of the ability accuracy reduction. And you can see there, at this point, he gets one of the penetration nodes. So I'm just waiting now. I've got 15 prowess. I want them to throw a special, just in case. And then I'm just still trying to build them back up now, so I'm at 18. I think this next one here should take me up to like 37, and I throw the special 3. These nodes always have less health than the shared fights and mini bosses and stuff, so as you can see there, special 3 is more than enough. And 15 hits from the special 1, and I just sink the 4 Ragnarok down for us. So this next fight here, the Jataeus Fawns and Buffet on this Silver Surfer. So this is the reason why I got assigned Thing for this war, for this one. Thing's only Sig 180, so it's not full. Could take them very close to full, but I've just been holding off doing it just in case I ever naturally dupe them, because there's no benefit right now if you have a Sig 200 6-star and you end up duping them from a crystal. So the assignment basically was ignore the combo, ignore the power suppression, just worry about high ground. Do the special 1 trick with Silver Surfer there. You're going to see me do that a lot this fight, just because it's a lot of special 1s, because as I said before, even with suicides and pretty well boosted at rank 3, Thing there critting for 2.7k mediums, light attack, so it's not the best damage overall, but he's more a defensive tank than an overall offensive beast until he gets his 60 Furies all built up. And at that point, when the Fury starts built up later on in the fight, you'll see that the damage does increase. I think by the time the fight ends, the power suppression's up to like 80 something, so you can see here we've still got quite a way to go. And it's just constantly dodging these special 1s until I put them to the point where we go up to the special 2 and I have to dodge that. The main reason for using Thing on this node is obviously 1, he's a bleed immune, so the Thorns node doesn't affect them, as you can see there, because of the armor up on the Silver Surfer. I should be bleeding, but I don't. And because he's Nullify immune and Stagger immune and all the other stuff, Buffet kind of doesn't ever affect Thing, because he, well, according to the game, it loses the dexterity, but it doesn't actually lose the buff, which is a bit weird. So it never triggers Buffet at all. So it makes these fights a little bit easier. And yeah, it's just another counter, it's just a little bit of a longer fight. So there, Because Silver Surfer had more than 3 unique buffs on himself, once he throws a special 2, he becomes unblockable for a certain period of time. I learnt that the hard way a while ago in map 7. Yeah, he used to always go unblockable and then kick the living crap out of me after, because the AI in AQ back then at least was a lot more aggressive than what the AI seems to be right now. And we're still going over 100 hits, which I don't like to ever see get to in war normally. But it's a pretty easy fight. Like, there's nothing really to worry about as long as you don't constantly take a lot of high ground damage. And you see there, the charges are always like 2 or 3, and I'm just laying into him with combos all the time. I think at this point I'd just go for it. I'm like, right, if he gets a special 2, I've still got my indestructible. And as you can see there, I didn't manage to lose 2% health within the one combo on Silver Surfer. So that was annoying. But full attack bonus achieved. That's what we like to see. Nice and easy. Just in time for my 6-hour boost. And as you can see there, we've managed to clear the map before they have. And, well, they cleared the map first, sorry. And they dropped 10 deaths and we only had 4 at this point. So I was pretty sure that we were going to win it. We did end up winning it in the end. I just didn't take a screenshot after it. Unfortunately, we had a death in Battle Group 3. That was just where, unfortunately, a member of the battle group went into a fight with White Magneto after putting the pre-fight on, or else it could have been 3 deaths overall as an alliance. But yeah, it's another strong war for us. It looks good, especially after the way we started the season. It looks like there's a good chance of getting some decent rewards. I think at this point, because of the way that the wars went and other wars as well, we actually now broke into the top 3. So hopefully we can get the chance to battle at least maybe them at some point to be able to see if we can still kind of compete for the top spot, even with the unfortunate start to the season that we had. But yeah, if you enjoyed, thanks for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see in future. Obviously, once Kabam drops some other content and stuff, I'll be able to try and do videos and stuff on that, because I know that the 7.3 videos went down pretty well. But right now, there's nothing really that we can do apart from I could do some AQ videos, but no one's really bothered about them either. And I don't ever want to go into the Abyss again. It's just mindless content for me that I just never want to do again. I did it once just to get the rewards, and with other events and scenarios that have come out, it kind of just overpowers the Abyss anyway. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, obviously leave a like, subscribe, and feel free to share it across other people. Thank you very much.